Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Hannah Corn and in today's video we're going to be doing a very exciting haul from Mandarake. So guys, I wasn't planning on making this haul, but I'll give you guys kind of a rundown of what led to this purchase. So basically I did not have the Aether and Lumine Nendoroids from Genshin pre-ordered. I didn't think I'd have to. I had a lot of other pre-orders this month. I wasn't sure I was going to have the money, so I thought like maybe just leave that aside for now and then see if, I'll get them when they're in stock. And it has been a nightmare, guys, trying to get a hold of these Nendoroids. They are so hard to get. They retailed for 5,500 yen. I believe AmiAmi was selling them discounted for like 4,870 yen, which obviously is a pretty good price. You get the set, you're paying a little under $100. That's not terrible. But like they've been selling out like that. Every time they restock, they're gone in like seconds. Like I've not seen them in stock like ever since they've been in, like, which has been a while ago. And I know they've been restocked a bunch because you'll see them like be bumped back when you search Genshin. They'll be bumped back to the top. So it's like, oh, there was some in stock, not anymore. So that's been a nightmare, and they're already going on pre-owned for like, I think the first time I saw Lumine it was like 6,700. I was like, oh my gosh. And now it's like 7,800 yen, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Their aftermarket's already spiking, like they're so hard to find. So I'm probably going to have to wait for Lumine for a US retailer to drop her. But excitingly, I did manage to get Aether on Mandarake. And I did get them for a good price. I did get them for the retail price of 5,500 yen, which obviously I'm willing to pay. Better than 7,800 yen. Though I will say Aether is easier to find right now than Lumine. Lumine's my favorite. I really want her at some point. But I am glad I at least picked up Aether. I do want to get the set. Like the set holds hands and stuff. It's super cute. Very much like a Rem and Ram style thing. Siblings just being cute. I love it. So I definitely need to pick that up at some point. But with that said, let's get on into this order here. You obviously know the one thing that I picked up. I will say Mandarake packed this box like in an excessively big box. I ordered a poster, and so they put it flat. I thought they were going to roll it up and put it in a smaller box, but no. That's fine though. At least it's, safe. So here's kind of what we're looking at here. I only got 2 items here. This is from the Nagoya store. Mandarake has a bunch of storefronts that you can purchase from, but they have to do checks to make sure the item's still stocked. Obviously, because they have a storefront, it might sell out in the store and they won't have it. So, obviously I did get the Aether and the poster, but I also wanted to get this Ram fairy figure. Because in another haul from AmiAmi recently, I did get the matching Rem, so I kind of wanted to get the set. That said, I can pick those up anytime, no rush for that. I'm just glad I was able to get these guys. So, first up here, might as well open Aether. I love the way they did these Genshin Nendoroids. The packaging is so stinking cute. Normally, lately, you get like just a regular white Nendoroid box, but they really went all in with the boxes for these Genshin ones. It looks like super pretty and sky-like. Very awesome. I love both Aether and Lumine, but I will say Lumine is my favorite, and I do main Lumine in-game. From the pictures I've seen online already, like they look super well done. So I'm so excited to have him and unbox him. I'll of course be doing some close-ups and everything, and the actual unboxing portion in a few minutes here. Alright, then pulling out the second item, which they laid flat in there. And they bubble wrapped it up all nicely. I have just this clear PVC poster of Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus, Sailor Jupiter, Sailor Mars, and Sailor Mercury, all of the inner Senshi. So this was only 1,500 yen, not super expensive, but it's super cute, and it's from a 2017 Sailor Moon Cafe release, so super glad I was able to pick this up. I was just looking at other things I could throw in the order while I was making it, since I was already getting something shipped, right? So this was a good grab. Kind of sad I didn't get the RAM. So as for Aether here, he is by Good Smile Company. They've been working on, I feel like, a lot of the really popular releases lately, and they do a good job. It's just they are more on the pricier side for the most part. That said, again, super happy to have picked this up. Alright guys, so we're going to get on into opening Aether here. I am so excited. I'm going to try and open him up quick here. I cannot wait to have this Nendoroid displayed. And I'll be even more excited if I can find a Lumine for a good price. So just taking him out there, here are all of his accessories. He looks so good. I love how they included the sword and the wings, of course. The Mondstadt Wind Glider. Alright, just opening up the blister pack there. So first up, I'm going to take out the Wind Glider wings. They look so stinking pretty. Just have this to connect into Aether's back there. And over here, there is a leg piece. Then we have this faceplate for Aether, kind of sad looking one. And then we have this one, more determined fighting one. I love how they included his earring. Then here we've got 2 more pieces. Then, of course, we have Aether himself, which I will probably have to take a set off to get this plastic off. Alright, moving that. Oh my goodness, then they put plastic under his scarf too. Oh jeez. And then there's plastic around his braid. Alright, so just gonna put his head back on here. Then we're going to take off his hairpiece here so we can get that piece of plastic off, which I think they did a fantastic job with his hair sculpt. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And because his hair kind of flares out like this, it hides the seam for opening up the faceplate really well. Obviously, some characters with smooth hair, you can't do that. An example being the 02 Nendo. But this one, his hair, really, they did a fantastic job, and the seams are hidden very well. Overall, just looking at his sculpt, he looks absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to have him. He's so stinking cute. Alright, then these 2 pieces are taped up, just removing that. Here we have this handset, which is meant for Lumine and Aether holding hands. It is so stinking cute. I need to get Lumine so that they can hold hands. And then we have his sword here. And then taped into the bottom of the base here, we have his stand and an extra joint piece. So pulling those out, this is all you get there, the base itself, the stand, and then the extra joint. Now we're going to get to assembling. Now that I have him assembled, you can get a better look at all of the details on this Nendo. Obviously, because they gave him the wings, he has better articulation in his legs than most regular Nendoroids. The back of his hair sculpt, again, looks fantastic. I love all of the details on his outfit. Overall, I'm super happy with this Nendoroid so far. Alright guys, so here is the first pose for Aether. It is just the one he came in on the box. Alright guys, this is the second pose, the sad one, with Aether reaching out. I think it's a super nice pose. The motion and everything and the emotion in this Nendoroid is really well done. Again, super happy with him so far. Alright guys, so here's the next pose. It is Aether reaching out with the sword in his other hand. An interesting to note about this Nendoroid, which I've never seen with any of the other Nendoroids I have, is that at the back here, where his braid comes in, it's got like a ball joint for the braid so you can move it around. It's very interesting and I've never seen that before. Let me know if you guys know of any other Nendoroids that have this. I'm really glad that they did it though, because it adds so much more movement to this Nendoroid. I mean, he looks absolutely amazing. Another thing to note, with his hair sculpt, as you can see here, towards the ends, it goes from a flat light blonde, obviously, to a more like orangier brownie blonde, which looks awesome on Aether. I'm super glad for all the little details on this. Let me know what you guys think. Alright, next up is one of my favorite poses for this Nendoroid. It's this one of Aether flying with the wings. Guys, this one looks so freaking good. I am in love with it. Again, so happy I got this Nendoroid. Alright guys, so while doing the pose for this one here, this is our next pose, I did find something interesting. The scarf here, it was originally straight like this, And then I saw the pose on there, and I was like, oh, it looks like it's out more. And I moved it, and yeah, the scarf moves too. Like, again, another small, like, intricate detail in this Nendoroid. I think that so far for Good Smile Nendoroids, this one's worth the price. It is a more expensive Nendoroid being Good Smile, but like all of the details are amazing on it. There's so many movable pieces that he feels like way more worth it than say like my Jujutsu Kaisen, Nobara, and Megumi. I love them. I love them. But I feel like he's way more worth like the Good Smile price point for all the detail they put into him. I'm honestly shocked. If you guys are interested in this Nendoroid at all, I would highly recommend. Alright guys, so I did finish posing for that one there. He looks absolutely phenomenal in this pose. I might be putting him on the shelf like this for now until I get the Lumine, as I really do like this pose. Alright guys, so that was the last pose for Aether. Overall, I'm over the moon for this Nendoroid. I think he's one of my favorites in my collection. I feel like they did a fantastic, and I mean fantastic job on all of his poses and accessories. I love how you can move the braid. It really adds like a dynamic feel to the Nendoroid that you don't see with a lot of other Nendoroids. So overall, I am super impressed with this Nendoroid. Again, super glad I got him for retail and I didn't have to pay out the wazoo for him, but I may have to for Lumine. I'm hoping I can pick her up on a US site for not a terrible price, but we'll see. I might get lucky and find her, you know, somewhere else for a decent price too. I'll keep looking. These hands are meant to be held. It's meant to be Aether and Lumine, so I don't want these getting dusty. I want to use these. I need to get the Lumine. With that said, let me know what you guys thought of him down below. Yeah, I'm just so happy I was able to get him. Let me know if you guys managed to pick him up. And if you picked him up, did you pick him up for a good price, or did you have to pay the already skyrocketing aftermarket price? So guys, here's the Sailor Moon Cafe poster up close. I think it is super adorable. I love all of their outfits in this and all of their expressions. My favorite Sailor Scouts in the Inner Senshi would have to be Sailor Moon and Sailor Mars, which both look absolutely amazing here. I love them all. There's no one I dislike, but those are my two favorites. The Sailor Moon Cafe little logo at the bottom. I love the background, how it's got all of these cute little twinkly starry bits. Makes it look pretty magical. All the swirling heart kind of details in the back. Some stars. I love how the color slightly changes. It's all very pretty. I think this is a super gorgeous poster and I'm super happy to have it. And I'm probably going to hang it on my wall right away. So guys, one of the cutest details that I didn't even notice at first is that Sailor Jupiter here is holding this super cute Sailor Moon. latte art, I think, for the cafe. It is super adorable. What a nice small touch. Alright guys, so that is everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give this video a like, comment down below, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot to me. Obviously, I'm so pumped to have gotten that Aether. The Sailor Moon poster is lovely too, and it fits in with my room so well. Obviously, I have that giant Sailor Moon rug, so perfect fit. But the Aether is definitely the star of this haul. I'm so glad I was able to get him, and if you guys are looking for him, I hope that you're able to get him for a good price, because like, man, I was not expecting them to skyrocket so quickly. A good thing that I already have the other Genshin Nendoroids that I want on pre-order, so I won't have to worry about Venti when he comes out. I'm very grateful for that. I'm obviously super happy with how he turned out. And yeah, let me know what you guys thought down below, and we will see you in the next one. Bye bye.